Now, under Saddam Hussein, Iraq had what many considered was the best health system in the Arab world. But that has changed dramatically since the invasion of 2003. Up to 75% of doctors and nurses have fled their jobs. Life expectancy for the entire population has decreased. And today, 70% of the population don't have an adequate water supply. That's compared to 50% before the start of the war. That lack of drinking water is causing serious health problems. Cholera is spreading throughout the country, with half of Iraq's 18 provinces affected. Kirkuk and Sulaymaniyah being the hardest hit. Over 3,000 people have been infected with the disease, according to the World Health Organization. That's just since the first reported outbreak in northern Iraq just under 2 months ago. But it is estimated the number could be much higher, and as many as 30,000 people could now be infected. Al Jazeera's cameras have travelled to a remote area of Anbar province. Sebastian Walker has the details.
Children in western Iraq's Anbar province doing their best to escape the heat. It's easy to forget these villages along the Euphrates River are one of the most violent areas of Iraq. But the laughter and splashing mask a new danger lurking in the water itself. The World Health Organization's warned that an outbreak of cholera is quickly spreading in Iraq due to the country's crippled infrastructure and poor sanitation standards. A few days ago, Al Jazeera cameras travelled to remote areas of Anbar, Iraq's largest province, where several cases of cholera had been reported. And local people are too poor to use bottled water. Outside the town of Hit, we found a funeral being held for a young boy who'd been rushed to hospital with acute diarrhea.
My son fell sick, started vomiting, then suffered severe diarrhea. I moved him after midnight to Hit Hospital for medical care. He was admitted and got a bit better. Suddenly he relapsed and died.
When our cameras went to the hospital, another similar case was just arriving. The woman's mother told us she'd fallen to the floor vomiting after drinking water from the tap. And the wards of this small, under-equipped clinic were packed with more cases of what doctors told us was almost certainly cholera.
To a large degree, the symptoms look like that of cholera, but we'll have nothing documented until the results of the tests are obtained.
According to the WHO, there have been just over 3,000 confirmed cases of cholera so far across Iraq, with just 14 fatalities. But doctors here have now told Al Jazeera the tests confirmed 5 new cases in this clinic alone. And with more falling ill all the time, it's got local officials worried.
We need to identify the source of the infection, and we've started investigations in the area, collecting samples from the river, the main water supply and tap water in order to identify the source.
But for a country crippled by daily bombings and bloodshed, water sanitation clearly won't be high on the agenda. But it looks like the effects of that might soon start to be felt. Sebastian Walker, Al Jazeera.